blessed. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Sandra and this is Sandra's Joyful Space. You're welcome once again. So guys, your girl is now a registered nurse in Germany. Hey guys, in fact, there's a song I want to sing. Please, I'm not a singer, but I just want to sing the song. Jehovah, don't do me something good. Now biggie something. Come join me to celebrate. Hey, Jehovah, don't do me something good. Now biggie something. Hey, come join me to celebrate. Hey, guys. Jehovah has really done me something good. Like, your girl is now a registered nurse in Germany. Like, oh my God, I have to catch my breath. Yes, guys, we made it. We made it. I did it. Guys, this journey has not been an easy one. The highs, the lows, the tears, the laughter, in fact, it was a roller coaster of emotions, of different feelings. There are days where, you know, I'm so excited. There are days where I can't wait for it to be over. There are days where I'm just like, I want to give up. Guys, let's rewind so that you could understand what I'm blabbing about. This old journey started 2-3 years ago. Those of you who are new, let me just give a brief intro here. I'm in Nigeria, like both parents are Nigerian. I schooled in Nigeria, I grew up in Nigeria up until secondary school. After my secondary school education, I went to Ghana for my nursing training. Yeah, so I did my nursing training in Ghana for 3 years at a nursing school. And after that, I came to Germany. And for the benefit of those who might ask, oh sis, tell me the pathway, I didn't come to Germany like as a worker. Like, I was not employed by a company to come and work in Germany as a nurse. No, I was already in Germany, living with my family, you know, staying in Germany. Then I started the process some 2.5 to 3 years ago after I had my daughter. Yes. So the journey, let's begin. So guys, when I came to Germany newly, I knew that I would want to be recognized in this country as a registered nurse. That's what I studied. Hello. I want to work as a nurse as my profession. I knew that I would do that one day. But the biggest question was the language. Because before you even think of anything, you have to know how to speak the language. And when I came to Germany, which was roughly 5 years ago, I understood nothing, like zero, nothing. I could not even communicate in the language. And when I hear people speaking this language, I'm like, how am I going to learn this language? Like, is it even possible? It sounded so impossible. It sounded like something that I just told my mom, you know what? It seems this is my nursing career. I don't think I can continue, because listening to this language, I don't see myself speaking this. Like, how? For the where? Anyway, my mom said I should take my time. My sister also encouraged me. And finally, when I had my daughter, I was like, okay, let me start this language school once and for all. And let me even see, you know, how the whole journey will go. So I started the course, the language course. I think I started in A2 thereabout. A1 or the A2 thereabout. Anyway, some days I would go to class, I would enjoy the study. Some days it was just, you know, I was lost, like practically lost. But I still kept on pushing. My biggest struggle was finding childcare for my daughter, because I started so early. I was just at home. I was like, what am I doing? Like, let me get doing something. So I remember my daughter was, I think, 9 months when I started this class. At that time, I was able to get a daycare that I could put her, but rewind, not free. We used to pay 250 euros every month. Like, at that time, I was not working, so my husband was practically paying that for me, which, like, I can't even thank him enough. God bless him. This story will not be complete without my husband. He was like a big support to me. So when I started this language course, someone now told me the process of recognition, it takes a while. As you are doing the language course, you could start the recognition process. I'm like, oh, okay. At this point in time, I was now in the B1 class. So I was through with the A1, I was through with the A2. I'm now in the B1. I think I was about writing my B1 exam or just finished writing my B1 exam. Thereabout when I started, the recognition process. The first thing I did was to find out which office or which organization is in charge of this whole process. So I found out that it was the Regierungspräsidium. Yeah, that's the name of the office or the body that is in charge of this whole recognition process in Germany. So that was when they told me, okay, bring this, post it to us, and then we'll take it from there. So I gathered all the documents they needed. Maybe I'll do a detailed video about the whole process because this video will be too long. And at this point in time, I started having bigger issues with childcare. I don't want to even give you the details. During the whole, A1 to B1, the childcare was like this. Some days my mom would come in to help me, which was like, I don't know how this whole thing would have been possible without my husband and my mom. Like, God, I don't know how I would have like succeeded because I don't know. Let me just say God bless them for, their support, their help, their encouragement, everything. God bless them. So at this time, I started having issues with childcare, like major issues, because the daycare my daughter was going, having issues with staffing. So they were not having enough workers, and then some were sick. A lot of things were just going on. And at this point in time, they were saying, okay, it has to be 2 weeks. So some group of children, they divided the children into 2 groups. So this group will come to school for 2 weeks while the other group stay at home. And then the following week, the other group will come to school while the other group stay at home, which doesn't make sense because the 2 weeks where your child is not supposed to go to school, what happens? Who's going to care for the child? So because I just finished my B1 at that time, which I passed, yes, I wrote the B1 exam and I passed. I was so excited because I didn't even know I was going to pass it. I didn't even know I'm going to make it. My husband was also very, very impressed. He was so happy. And I was like, okay, let me take some months break, like just to relax and prepare myself for the next one. Because at this point, I got to hear that I need a B2 to be recognized in Germany, not just a B1 language proficiency. I need to have the B2 level. So at this point in time, the Regierungspräsidium replied me. And when they replied me, they told me they still needed more documents. Guys, I have to send more documents. But in the long run, I got everything and I sent it. At this point in time, I started my B2. So this was the most challenging time, guys. It was challenging because I told you guys that they were doing this 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off. So those 2 weeks on and 2 weeks off, this went on for a long time. So some days where my daughter would not go to school, those 2 weeks she would not go to school. Sometimes she has to follow me to class. Yeah, there was no option. My husband has to work because he's the only one, working at that point in time. I can't tell him to care for my daughter while I go for my language school. That doesn't work. Like, it couldn't work like that. So sometimes I would go to school with her. Sometimes my husband will be with her because my husband started working from home, which helped a lot. When I was doing my B1, it was working was going to the office, like outside. But when I started my B2, I started working from home. So there are some days where maybe he doesn't really have much work that day in the morning. He would actually, drive me and my daughter to the school. And then he would stay in the car with my daughter, answering calls, doing some work he can do in the car. Like, I can't really thank God enough, like, for having my mom around at that point in time, because what would I have done? So some days she would step in and, stay with my daughter while I go to, for the course. Some days, I have to take her to class. So
ja, es können auch kurze Sätze sein. Es geht darum, dass Sie einmal den Connector benutzen und dass Sie sich noch einmal klar machen. Hallo, Verb ist am Ende. Hallo, Verb ist auf der zweiten Position. Hallo. Brauche ich nochmal und dann noch etwas im Jahr, aber vielleicht anstatt, muss man kurz nochmal überlegen, Moment. was war das?
I remember the owner of the school, because this was a private, language course I was going to. The owner was a lady. She called me one day and she was like, I see the way you are struggling with this, childcare. Like, it's not easy for you. And I'm able to even, concentrate and understand everything you are being taught, because the whole issue with this childcare is really taking a toll on you. Why don't you take a break and maybe do this course some other time when you're able to sort childcare? I'm like, say what? There's one thing about me is when I start something, best believe I want to see it to the end. I'm just that kind of person that I don't easily just give up when it comes to something that I really, really want to get. And this is something that I really wanted to get. And I looked at her and I'm like, no, I'm not going to give up. I'm going to continue. Anyway, God being so good, I finished and I wrote the exams, and yeah, I didn't pass. I was not really surprised, because that B2I was a very challenging one. It was challenging for me, a lot of challenges. Yeah, concentrating was tough. It was really tough. So I told myself, okay, I'm not going to go back to the school, because I don't, and the school was far. I had to take a bus and about 3 trains to get to the school. Yes. So at this point, that was when the Regerians Presidium wrote me, the office that I sent my whole nursing document to for recognition. And they told me, yes, we have accepted your all your documents. We've seen it. We are okay with it. You just need to do some months of recognition, like Anerkennung, in a hospital or maybe old people's home. So it's left for you to decide. So they sent me all the documents and everything. I was so excited, like I couldn't wait to start. So at this point in time, I started to look for hospitals that I would do this whole process. So God so doing, after applying to some other hospitals, I got an offer, like a very good offer, from a hospital that I wasn't even expecting, because this hospital is even like a better offer. This hospital was bigger, better, but I was so excited because it was what I wanted. It was like what I really wanted. This Wednesday morning, my first day at work, and it's snowing, guys. Just tell me it's not a good day. But guys, I'm carrying an umbrella because I don't have a cap. And yeah, so I'm already there now. I want to go in. So guys, first day at work. I'm so busy, like I didn't even have time to vlog, and I don't want to be vlogging and I'm like, so you are just a YouTuber or what? So first day at work, I'm going to do some things and I'm busy. So at this point in time, rewind, childcare is still an issue, remember. So I had to I had to look for an alternative. So I had to look for a Tagesmutter. Like, there are people who care for children in their house, so they have the number of children they can care for in the house. So I had to look for a Tagesmutter, like immediately, someone to care for my daughter, because I didn't have the luxury of looking for a daycare at that point in time. I didn't get that opportunity. And at this point, my daughter was almost 3 years, and 3 years is the age for going to kindergarten. So at this point, I was looking for a kindergarten for her. But since our daycare has closed down and looking for another daycare was not easy, my best bet was this Tagesmutter option. So I got a Tagesmutter, but she was living in another city from us. So I have to take about 2 trains and 3 buses to get to where the Tagesmutter is. So my husband used to drop her in the morning and I have to pick her every day. So guys, it was not easy. I would not lie to you, the struggle, because at this time now, I'm now going to work in the hospital and the morning shift starts at 6:15. So where I live and the hospital is there's a bit of a distance. So I have to wake up at 4 a.m. every time I have like morning shift, then leaving the house at 4:30, catching the bus and everything, and going to work. And when I close, I have to take about 2 trains and 3 buses, pick my daughter, and then come home and everything. It was a struggle. It was not easy. And at this point, I remember I am now preparing for my B2I exam. I wrote it before, but I didn't pass. So I have to rewrite it again. So at this time, I was reading to rewrite my B2I at home. So I was going to the hospital like doing this Anerkennung. So what this entails is you just go to the hospital. You work under a registered nurse, like under an examinated Schwester. Here we call it examinated Krankenpfleger. So that means that this person is a registered nurse. So I don't work alone. So I just work under them and I observe what they do. I see what they do, and with time, when you get confident, you can start trying things. Just learn the new system and you get paid. Yeah, that's the good thing. You get paid during this process. Yeah, you get paid. It's not free. So they don't pay you as a registered nurse. They pay you like a carer. Yeah, so like what they will pay an health carer is what they'll pay you. Yes, but it's not bad. It's not bad, guys. It's not bad. It's better than nothing. What if they say they're not going to pay us? Like, what will we go do? I will still do the recognition. So it was good that we're getting paid, because it was not easy. To be honest, it was not easy. Guys, this was the reason why I couldn't be active on YouTube so much. Like, when I come back from work, I'm exhausted. I don't even have the strength to go and carry camera and be doing, hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I was exhausted, very exhausted, because the whole stress of waking up early, going so far to pick my doing this, it was draining me. And reading for my exam, it's not like when I get home I'm coming to even just relax. I have to read. So the only time I have to read is maybe when I put my daughter to bed in the night. So I started doing a lot of late night eating and snacking, which became my habit that I am struggling with today, which has made me put on a whole tons of weight. If you can see me, you can see that I've added a lot of weight. Yes, because I was studying in the night and doing late night eating, which became an habit that now is even struggle to stop. I'm struggling now to stop it. It's a struggle. Yes. So anyway, to cut the long story short, guys, I finally wrote the B2 exam and I passed. Guys, I was so excited. So when I passed, I was very, very excited, because it was a big load off my shoulders. Oh my God. It was a big load off my shoulders. So after passing, I continued the whole process. I still continued going to the hospital, doing my process, because I have to finish the amount of months they gave me to finish. So I even remember when I started, I remember my in charge calling me and telling me, why don't you just give up and come and start next year? Which was, this year, because I started it last year. And I looked at her, because at this point, I was struggling. Guys, you could see me struggling. Like, she could see me struggling. Because the target mutter, this woman was also giving me stress at this time. She would call me when I'm at work. Oh, your daughter is having runny nose. The daughter is doing this. I have to beg, oh, please, can I go? And, I have to go and pick my daughter. And then I have to go to the doctor to get a paper that this runny nose is not infectious. So when I even went to the doctor, I was like, the target mutter is requesting that I bring a paper that my daughter's nose is not it's not an infection. It's just, normal runny nose. The doctor was like, huh? What's that? Anyway, the doctor gave it to me. I took it to her and she let my daughter stay like a day. The next day again, she said, no, I can't. It was a back and forth. So all those things she was doing, it was me that have to be, covering for it, because my husband was at work and I have to be leaving the hospital and coming, which was not good, because at this point I was even at my probate site. So the in charge called me after like some months and she was like, I see you are struggling, your daughter is always falling sick, maybe she's too little, maybe you should go back and just start next year. You could start the whole thing again. I'm like, again? Why don't do some months, come out? Hey, when I finish doing some months, start again. Anyway, at this point I thought, okay, I won't, I will find a way to fix this. I will find a way to get help and all that. So I spoke to my mom and my mom stepped in again. God bless her. She was covering for me when my daughter is not feeling well, when we get all those kind of, it's not like she was actually like falling sick. Or when she comes, so this girl is jumping and playing. She just had runny nose, because when it's winter time, my daughter is always prone to having runny nose and cough and things like that. So this was, I was trying to even explain to the lady that was even the daycare, like daycare got to understand that, oh, that's just her. And they just let her, you know, come. Because if you say you don't want her to come when she's having runny nose, then it practically means you won't see her the whole winter, because she practically has runny nose almost every time in winter, like for a long period of time. Our runny nose can stay 3 weeks at a go before it will even go, and before you know it, 2 weeks later it's back. So I was trying to explain to this lady, but she didn't want me to believe. She even made me to go to the ear, nose and throat doctor. Yeah, I went there and they checked my daughter. They said there's nothing wrong with her. It's just normal. She's just having it. I gave her vitamins, but she's just, as in, I don't know. The doctor said there was nothing wrong with her. So late last year, my daughter turned 3 years. She started the kindergarten, which was like a breath of fresh air. Finally. Today is the first day of Amy's kindergarten. Amy's going to the kindergarten. Are you happy? Are you excited? First day of kindergarten. Eh? Yeah, take your distance and hold it. Woo! Nah, here, hold it like this. Yeah, show me. Raise it up. Let me see it now. Yay! First day of kindergarten king. Yeah. Are you excited? Yes. Try your cupcakes. Yum. Yay! Yum. Smell good. Yeah, let's come and sing for Amy. Happy first day to kindergarten. Happy first day to kindergarten. Happy first day to kindergarten. Kindergarten kids. Let me see your face. Show me your face. Yay! Evic, yay! So my child started the kindergarten, and it was okay, because the kindergarten was very close to my place. It's not that far, so it's just like walking distance. And now I don't have to take 2 trains, 3 buses, this and that, stress and all that. So it was, the stress load was relieved. Like, it was really reduced for me. It was, then at the long run, I continued doing my process, the hospital, and then at the end of it, I had to write an oral exam, which I did. And guys, your girl passed. Like, I was so scared for this exam, because I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know how to, go about it. But I just thank God that, I prepared. They gave us the topic to prepare about. I prepared, I read. But when you go there, guys, the first thing is, you're going to do this exam in the German language. So it's not going to be in English that you are very much comfortable with. Yeah, at this point in time, yeah, I've been working, so my German has really improved. Now I can even, answer phones at work. I can write in German. Like, my German has like drastically improved. But still, it's not my language. Fear go day. Yeah, so I just thank God that the exam was successful, even though there was this one of the, like, the examiner was just throwing questions. I was like, Oga, take it easy. As in the midst of my talking, he will ask another question. In the midst of me explaining this, he will ask another question. Like, I've not finishing. Oh my God. I was like, hey, take it easy, sir. Please, we are managing. Just help us to manage this, your language. Don't finish us. Anyway, glory be to God, I passed and I got my certificate as a registered nurse in Germany. Guys, that day I danced. I was super excited. The journey. I just brushed through the story, but guys, the journey. Glory be to God, I made it. I made it. So guys, thank you for watching, and see you guys in the next one. Bye.